Megan second. Thank you, Jalen. So, the minutes from August have been approved. Our next order of business is the community round. They'll be able to, hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but look at, questions and things like that. The time will still be 5:30. So that's the time of our regular scheduled meeting unless 5:45.
Look, I'm just saying, 15 minutes can make a difference.
No, I get it.
But I don't need 30.
All right. So that's where we are on the community roundtable. I know we worked diligently on that last meeting, so those are the kind of the tentative plan for going forward with that. All right. Everybody good on that part? All right. So yeah, we're rolling through that. All right. So next, the council task. So part of our task that we discussed at the community roundtable, we understand that tentatively doing pre-registration, there may be an opportunity for people to pre-submit questions. And so we want the panel, the roundtable panel to be able to answer those questions. But the thing that we stated that we would do is have a follow-up with FAQ after the roundtable to kind of answer some of the questions that may not have been addressed so that people will have some answers to some things that they needed. And so that's what we agreed to do all as our follow-up to the community roundtable. And then attending the city council meeting as well. And then attending the city council meeting as well. But we want to make sure that the questions and things like that are submitted, that we that people get follow-up with that. And so that was one of the things that we are tasked with as a board to make sure that happens. And then, was there any question on the city council meeting? What was it?
I think we just had a follow-up.
Talked about attendance.
To where the board can attend the council meeting.
Yeah.
We didn't set that in stone.
We didn't set it in stone, that was just one of the things we wanted to make sure.
I know I couldn't remember if we set a date or not, so okay, cool. Is there a time frame for the follow-up FAQ after the roundtable? If the tentative date is going to be November 10th, well, what do we feel would be an adequate follow-up time period?
Second January or first February meeting, or is that too far away?
That may be too far
Around
away.
within 14 days maybe?
With the holiday in there, I would say maybe the first week of February,
First week of
December maybe.
Yeah,
Right.
that would
But if we need to extend that, we can.
All right, cool. That what we have, yeah. So first week of December will be our tentative date. All right, and like all of that is fluid, so that's just tentative. And then we have not set a date on the city council meeting that we'll attend yet. Is there any old business that we need to discuss for tonight?
We're still coming up with ideas for names for the Diversity Day, correct? I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to bounce those around at some point.
If y'all think of any, just email them to Shawana.
Okay.
Diversity Day.
You went at the meeting, but that's exactly what I said.
That's what you and my wife said.
I was like,
Call it what it is.
it's easy for me.
Because look, you can have a theme or something that can
I said
change.
celebrate
but
diversity. I saw that somewhere.
I could see that. That worked.
I was thinking diverse yourselves, and my wife.
Cultural
my wife said
celebration.
that might be a little creative, a little too much.
All right,
You don't
so
have to be too cute.
you're
So what can we?
I said,
Not to be too cute.
we don't have to be too cute. But cultural celebration.
I like that.
I wish there was a word that was like, I don't know.
so we'll send our names
That
to
was part of
Shawana.
the
I
sort of
guess we could pick a name later on. We'll vote on a name, but I like that thing. I mean, we like mine, man, brilliance over here. All right, so yeah, we'll do that, and then work on details on that going forward. And so I didn't have any new business for tonight to add.
Terms, are we locked in for a while?
The boards and commissions will open October the 1st,
Okay,
and then Ralph and Danielle
okay,
had a partial term, so they'll get a full term
okay.
starting.
I was gonna say, I had a few folks ask about Hispanic, Latino representation, and I said, I'm not sure on terms and what that looks like, but obviously we want to be as inclusive as we can, but there's a
We have
process.
had representation, like when we first started, the
Mhm.
first year.
That's what
they have rolled off the
Yes,
board.
that's the way that I explained it. I said, I mean,
Yeah.
we always want to be as inclusive and representative, even if there's not a person that belongs to that population serving. But I get how that can be
And then
viewed a
they're
certain way.
always, yeah, they could,
Attend.
or have them reach out to us, or,
But I did want to make sure they know we did have representation, so,
Like I shared that. I said, look,
yeah.
once upon a time.
Is there a allotment of people? I mean, is there a cutoff of how many?
7.
7, okay.
and I'll send all that out when we do open up. There will be tons of boards and commissions that has openings, so we would love to get some diverse on all of our boards and commissions.
Cool. So just to clarify for me, as of now, unless somebody decides to go, we are.
The board,
The board.
the
we're
council.
board. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, no other new topics?
Do we need to, so we came up with our topic of building relationships. We discussed at the last meeting to possibly do a poll online to break that down a little bit further to make it a little more concise. As far as are we just gonna allow people to ask, like, are we gonna give them parameters on what to ask? Do we need to do that, discuss that?
That's gonna be part of the pre-registration.
Okay,
Is
okay,
that
so that'll be,
they can,
okay,
and the topics, and I'm not, when the pre-registration page is made, that our goals are these: develop opportunities for citizens of Conway to build relationships across cultural boundaries through outreach and communication. And then the other one was to develop opportunities to improve community relationship with city government to continue to build transparency and community trust. So we want the questions about building relationships to be in alignment with what our
Right.
goals are as a board.
Yeah.
And so questions outside of those parameters will not be the priority for being addressed. And so when we're looking at questions, we need to ask, okay, does the answer to this question move us toward achieving our goal? Yes, no, and then we kind of categorize those that way.
Because the goal,
Does
that makes
answer-
sense.
okay.
During pre-registration, just so I'm clear, when y'all put that out there, I mean, our next meeting is October, and then that puts us at a short time frame. Or do y'all plan on putting those goals in the pre-registration so that they understand
It'll all
what
be,
they're?
because
Okay.
basically what it's tied to in previous community forums, community roundtables that we've done, there's a registration page. When you go
Okay.
to that page, it basically tells you what you are registering for, which will include what we're doing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and then and with that, you'll have a link to registration. So we're not gonna just put it out there without
I knew you
informing
wouldn't.
people.
I just I wanted
What's
to
going
make
on.
sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but it'll kind of explain, but I'm in agreement with Ralph as well. The questions that we are going to set, that will be set as priority, are questions that are in alignment with the goals
100%.
for the council.
Okay, perfect.
because that would give us some parameters to work within for 2023, correct?
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And inform that kind of body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Are we setting a registration fee?
No, there's no fee.
No,
There's no fee.
it's free.
No,
Yeah,
it's free.
$50. Wayne's gonna pay for everybody.
He's
yeah,
gonna pay
I
for
think that's the
everything.
deal.
See, that's what happened. That's what happened. Well, you don't even know how much it costs.
But yeah, and so, so no registration fee.
Are we still capping it?
But it is pre-registration. And it will be, like I said, a webinar, so, and those who pre-register will provide a link to, actually, that's it, my bad. I got stuff all anyway.
Everybody at your phone, so somebody was gonna get close.
Yeah, it's over, right?
Hey, I'll live that life.
So that was a good question, I know.
What was you telling me? I disagree to pay
I could,
something.
yeah.
That's all right. You just-
We're gonna get you.
We're gonna set up a link for people to register, and you're just gonna send me the money. That's
Yeah.
that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that is it, man.
All right.
That's it, yeah.
It's gonna come from you to me.
Okay,
Alright, so
sound good.
we're at the point now, so we got Meg taken care of on that question. And then the pre-registration will clearly delineate the purpose of the webinar, how to kind of field questions and how they should be addressed towards our goals of this committee so that we can make sure that we utilize that information
Will
to
people
lead us into the next year.
receive, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
Will
right.
people receive a confirmation after they register?
Yeah.
So can we include that information again and explain why these are the questions that we're going to be fielding and how it will be beneficial for not only for us, but other people that are participating in this process? Because I think having as many chances as we can to explain that to people will be valuable. Because if we can capture some of that information outside of it, that's helpful, but not for what our goal is for this event. So nobody can say, well, I didn't know. Hey, we want to hear your feedback, but
Pre-register, yeah.
this is for a purpose.
Alright. Any more feedback on that? Any more new business? You feel all
Yeah, I'm good, good.
right?
I'm just
I know you catching, I know you catching up.
Yeah.
All right, well, like I said, I didn't have any other new business. We just need to solidify our roundtable, which we have a tentative date for that, which will be November during our regularly scheduled board meeting.
Okay.
Is a tentative date for that. And so with that, then we're at the point of adjournment. So,
I do have one question. So who are the folks that are going to be on the panel?
okay.
Do we know yet?
We're working
Okay.
on that
Yeah.
piece.
Okay. I know that we kind of talked about that, but I didn't.
Well, we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
And some other party. But yeah, it's, as the dates move back, it's gonna be who can attend on that. I mean, you have to check with people around
Yeah.
the city that have that date open so that they can be a part of it.
Okay.
But yes, that's been worked on.
TBD.
To TBD, that's correct. Good question, though. Not sure, I know Taker got it over there.
Yeah, she got it.
See me looking
Right.
around.
Right, right,
She got
She
it.
stays on it.
right, she's on it.
What was that? Okay, I got it.
It was like about 4 pages of information. She wanted him to fix it.
And I think there'll be information that we can, we have, I'm not sure who's making the pre-registration page, but maybe one of the things that we can add to it once that's finalized. We can add those names to it so people know who will be there.
Once we confirm or not the 10th, can we do like a save the date on your page?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even
We're
if it
gonna
doesn't have the
promote it.
link and everything, but just like,
Oh, yeah,
Boom.
definitely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Y'all have been planning people, man.
Not your first rodeo.
Appreciate y'all. That is not my skill set. So cool. So is there anything else on our roundtable, anything like that? Any other new business? All right, so I entertain a motion to adjourn.
so saved.
All right, so we got Corey and Wayne seconded. So meeting is adjourned. I appreciate you.